Hi, I'm Ariana with Fresh Pair of Eyes. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So, the sisters, do you think that they are grieving this summer the loss, or are they grieving not having as easy access to money?
Which summer?
Yeah, it's true. Good
Summer
call.
16.
Oh,
Okay.
summer 16.
Because the loss happens at the end of.
Well, no,
Spoilers.
I know. No, there's loss throughout.
That's true. There is loss
There's
throughout.
historical loss.
Yeah.
There's just loss.
Loss everywhere.
But I think that they, instead of feeling the grief of certain events that they're either reminded of going back to the island in summer 16, or kind of discovering, happening on the island of summer 16, that they are masking that grief with stuff, which don't we all do that sometimes?
Not
don't
me.
we all just
I have
want to
no idea what you're talking about.
My version of that is a sweet treat. I'm like, you know what?
That's a much
I
less
just need a
expensive
sweet
version
treat.
than my shoe addiction, but
No, that's a good one though.
uh,
I'm just in flip-flops.
Yes. But who do you think is the most ruthless sister? And we can include Carrie in deciding who is the most ruthless sister.
I know, but I don't think it's Carrie.
I know.
I think it's you or I.
No, I was gonna say you. I think
Face
Penny.
off. I think Bess. No, I think Penny probably. I think
know.
Penny has honed her weapons to a fine point. I think she kind of always leads with ruthlessness. Bess at least keeps
it's
hers a
so
little bit
good.
under wraps.
I know. She doesn't know how to be. She tries to be ruthless, and then isn't that good at it. I
That's-
think,
yeah.
unless it's like she punches down. That's what Bess does.
And
she doesn't
Penny
know
punches
how to,
everyone.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Why do you think these sisters have kind of fallen into these roles that they say Bess is the sweetest, Penny is the strongest, and right in the crisis, it's brought up a lot. And Carrie, they always are just like, Carrie is the eldest.
I mean, I think it's family dynamics always. Everybody kind of finds their role in a family. And I think a family, especially like this one, that have so many secrets, so much trauma, so much weird legacy stuff, I think the roles get really sharply defined as a survival mechanism, probably.
And birth order. I mean, the birth order thing is a real,
That's real.
for anyone that
That's
has
real.
either siblings or multiple children of their own,
Yep.
it is wild to see that play in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think that Harris, he'll always bring up like, oh, I'm so disappointed that you guys didn't live up to your potential. But do you think he actually would have wanted them to? Because he wouldn't have had all this control that he has.
What a good
That is a
question.
fantastic question.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think he much prefers the control. I mean, he definitely cares about appearances, and the daughters have made some messes that he's not happy about having to clean up. But I think he really enjoys the power. And if we all were really independent and living our own lives, he wouldn't be able to play the games he plays.
You hit the nail on the head with that one.
Great question.
Oh, thank you. What was it like being able to play a fleshed out parent? Because usually on shows, it's like, oh, you guys have fun. Here's the sandwich. But this one, it's very complicated, fleshed out parents. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, let's go back to the parents. Like, what are they up to? What was it like being able to play such a fleshed out, not only parent, but a woman? Usually it's like, oh, I'm in high school and then I'm playing a very long in the tooth high school character. And then I'm a nobody. What was it like being able to play a full-fledged woman who was also a parent?
Another amazing question.
know.
Oh my God, hitting it out of the park. Do you want to take this one?
I mean, I'm grateful that we got to, in the prequel, Family of Liars, you really get a sense for who these women are. And I'm so glad that the writers and the showrunners decided to, take from that story and bring it to life on screen in We Were Liars, the show. And gosh, what a thrill it was to be able to, explore our own dynamics and exactly what you said, just not be like this background character that makes the lunch or makes the child's life just more complicated to like buffer a storyline. But to really be these like messy, chaotic women that don't understand how to make sense of their feelings and are figuring that out in real time.
And are like bad moms.
Yes.
I mean, and I don't say that lightly because I really don't believe in judging mothers, but I don't endorse the way these women parent, but I am so glad we're getting to see messiness in motherhood on the screen. And I think there's so much more room for that in our culture on the whole. And all of us are mothers as well. So it was fun to like lean into the darkness.
Yes, to be complicated mothers that just because, that every single day isn't always like, I love this.
Yes,
but sometimes resents it. Like to have these women be able to be that and like swim around in their resentment.
I mean, my character doesn't even cook at all. Like she doesn't make sandwiches. It's glorious.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Congrats on this project, and I can't wait to talk to you about future ones.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
So, thank you. Bye.
Bye.